I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats at SMITHEE TV in downtown Toronto. Hi, I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats in downtown Toronto with producer and director Robi and Josh Levy. How did you guys start working together?
Well, we came out of our mother's body. That's basically how it all began.
Good end of sentence.
About a year apart.
Mm-hmm.
It was a long year for her, basically.
It was. And we spent the first chunk of our life mostly entertaining each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then we decided to try and entertain other humans.
Were there any films in particular from your childhood that really inspired you?
I'd say Goonies,
Mm-hmm.
Goonies, Ghostbusters,
Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
and other movies that start with G. I don't know. Yeah, all those kind of movies. Indiana Jones.
It doesn't start with a G.
Jones? Oh, right.
Gones?
What inspired the making of your film, The Immigrant?
Well, basically, Scott Thompson, who we work with a lot, and we'd done several shorts together, and Scott was living in LA, and south of the 10, which is kind of a bit of a rougher neighborhood, and full of a lot of people from all over the place, but a lot of Central Americans live there, and he started to see the funny parallels between his experience as a Canadian down there, with the people from Central America down there. And, I think he thought it would be a fun way to talk about some of the experiences of those people and his own experiences living in Los Angeles. And that was kind of the inception. And so he'd written kind of a pilot script that he'd been working on for a TV show. And, it's kind of started off with him wanting to make some kind of demo. And so we got together and we started to develop it as a short film rather than as a demo. And it kind of took on a life of its own and became a whole new thing. So that's how it started.
Awesome. And how did you get such a great cast, Dave Foley, Michael Cera, attached to this project?
Well, mostly we kidnapped them. That was basically it. No, and a lot of them have worked with Scott. They've been fans of his over the years and folks that he's met. So we called them up and asked them to be involved, and they were kind and gracious enough to have us into their homes and to shoot with them.
Right. Mm-hmm. And when you're working with such comedic actors that have so much experience, what's your directorial style like?
Mostly to try not to screw it up and get in the way. When you're working with people who are incredible and talented and accomplished, it's like really the main job is to facilitate them being great and doing what they do. So I guess that's basically the approach. I think in particular with The Immigrant, we wanted to try and keep the performances fairly grounded and real, and let the comedy come through really naturally rather than kind of trying to go big and force it all, so that the story would feel moving also and compelling, and tell a story about a character that you could really relate to and sympathize with and watch him undergo a transformation.
What was the inspiration behind the making of your web series, Masculine-a-thon? Am I saying that right?
Masculine-a-thon, yeah. Well, that series was something that Josh and I sort of, we've been sort of working on some man-themed stuff for some time and throwing stuff around. And basically,
Robi is a man, and I kind of like men, so it all kind of works out.
Totally.
So we basically just thought, as guys, we kind of wanted to sort of touch on a bunch of different guy issues that probably aren't really talked about all the time, and we wanted to do it obviously in a light and ridiculous kind of a way. So we hauled a bunch of our comedian friends up to the woods, and for about 3 days.
Yeah. Gave them a keg and just shot a lot of stuff. It was really fun. We had a blast. That was one of the coolest things we've done. We really enjoyed it.
Cool.
Yeah, it was great. I got to dress up like a Sasquatch.
Ooh.
Yeah. Episode 7. There's spoiler.
Right. And you have made other short films as well with Scott Thompson, 4 Pounds, 52. How has it felt to have such a successful festival circuit with these films?
Oh, it's a blast. I mean, the festivals are so much fun because you get to show alongside all kinds of other young up-and-coming filmmakers, and you get to see all kinds of stuff you'd never see otherwise. And the short format allows people to try out stuff that wouldn't be financed as a feature. So you kind of see like a wider variety of ideas on display that you might see in other places.
And what's next for you, men?
Well, next we're actually just working on a feature that we're trying to just put finishing touches on the script, and then we're going to go out and finance. So it should be fun.
And can you tell me anything about what we can expect from that?
Yeah, well, we're working on a few things. We're developing The Immigrant as a TV series, so we're kind of trying to generate some interest in that. And we're making a feature upcoming, I hope, called We Play Dead. That's a thriller, so that'll be kind of fun for us because we've mostly done comedy, so we're looking to kind of try something totally different and do something that, you know, it still has lots of funny parts, but it's definitely a true thriller. And we're all, Scott and I and Paul Bellini, who's one of Scott's writing partners and a good friend of mine, we're writing a feature script as well. So there's lots going on. Yeah.
And where's the best place to find out more information on each of you and to keep up with all of your exciting projects online?
That'd be levybrothers.com.
Thank you so much. Congratulations and best of luck with your upcoming projects.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats in downtown Toronto.